Two. Take two. This stupid thing. I I can never work this dang Facebook Live. That's why I stay on Periscope. But no one has Periscope anymore.
Maybe at Periscope no more.
Do you have Periscope still? You do? Do you watch it?
You're on it, but not anything else.
So anywho, let's get right into it. Oh, Marie Hart. Hello, Marie Hart. How are you doing, girl? I'm glad to see that you joined. Hey, Fallon. Hey, girl. Hey. Hey. All right. So let's do this. Good morning again. Hey, Jen Shu. Oh, Jen Shu. Good morning. What time is it here in America? 9 something. Doing great. Wonderful. Well, let's get right to work. I'm going to talk about staying in that zone that we create for ourselves, especially with our work. Now, I was talking to Andre Soriano, and he always tells me, girl, when it's on, it's on. You know, when he goes to, when the cameras start rolling, you know, he's in the zone, he's working, he's focused. When he goes to a sewing machine, he gets on, he works, he's focused, he goes into that zone. And sometimes we go so far into that zone when we're working, we're just doing our thing. We're creating, we are working our butts off, and sometimes we forget to eat. Sometimes we forget to take our lunch breaks. Sometimes we forget to even stop and think about what we're doing. Good morning, Sheila Thomas Slack. Hey, girl, hey. So, what I've noticed is sometimes when I watch people work, they're doing their work and they're in their zone. What I notice is that sometimes little things can get them out of that zone. Little things. Some smart-ass comment someone says, something when life just throws you a curveball, they'll go out of that zone. Sometimes they leave that zone. They don't enter that zone until they enter the doors at work, and then they leave that zone. They become this, you know, nasty, wicked person because they don't know how to turn it on and turn it off. They don't know how to leave it on all the time. It's like they go to work, they turn it on, and then they turn it off. By the time they go home, they see their families, they see their children. They act like this, you know, tired, horrible person. So I'm going to talk about staying in that zone, finding that zone, staying in that zone 100% all day, every day, 24/7, 365. So I was listening to Abraham Hicks the other day, and she mentioned something great. She said, we are on different vibrations, all right? So when we're in that zone, we're at our highest vibration of frequency. We're in that happy place. There's nothing can stop us. That's why sometimes you hear people say, oh, girl, she was on cloud 9. She was on cloud 9. Nothing can stop her. She was feeling her fantasy. She was doing her thing because she's on this high level of frequency that she found her happy place, right? Hey, Sasha Alice Smith. And sometimes we ride on different discs of frequency throughout the day. Sometimes we're happy, and then we have lower discs, you know, like anger and frustration, and sometimes we have even lower, like guilt and hate. Hey, Jem Smith. Hey, girl. Hey, Miss Diane Cooper. So we want to always be on that high disc, that high level of frequency. Well, how do we get there? How can we get to our highest level of happiness, our highest level of frequency when we're closest to, well, when I'm closest to my source, when I'm closest to my God, when I'm doing my thing? How do we get there? Some things that I do, like before I start my day, I do a training every morning. I do a training every morning. I listen to a wake-up call. Some people say it's motivation. I just say, you know what? I need to get as close to my source, as close as that the highest level of frequency as I possibly can, because Lord knows that it's going to be impossible for me to do my job fully and give my full attention to my job if I'm on one of those lower discs. Hey, Nikki Burton. Ooh, excuse me. So I motivate myself every morning. I've said this before. Motivation, what you feed thrives, and what you starve dies. You have to feed yourself constantly. Some people like reading the big book, the big Bible, which is full of, I think it's full of wonderful, wonderful things, especially the words written in red, if you're a follower of the Nazarene. But I do a training, and I'll listen to 2 trainings. I listen to a business training, and I listen to a spiritual training, because I think that it's very important for me to stay in tune with my spirituality and to stay on that high disc. Now, I will admit, sometimes throughout the day, people piss me off. They do. They do. I'm human, okay? I'm not this, people like to think that I'm Mr. Positive, and I'm not Mr. Positive. People piss me off. I'm a human being. Love me some Jack. Hey, Miss Carrie Carter. So, and we're all humans. Little things piss us off. People say, what is that? Sticks and stones can break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Words are powerful. Words are very powerful. Someone says some nasty, they can say 2 little nasty words to you, and it will eat at you all day if you let it. But I choose not to let it. I always think of, well, like I said, when you're on that high disc, you're right next to your God, next to your source. Hey, Miss Kate Hanley Ginger. Hey, Miss Tess Benson. So, one time I was hanging around a few friends, and there was this person there, and I could not stand the person. I really couldn't. I didn't like this person. They didn't have nice conversation. Everything was nasty that came out of their mouth. They were constantly complaining and moaning and groaning, and I don't want to be around people like that. I don't want to be around people like that. So I went to the bathroom, and I was washing my hands, and I had to stop and take a breather, and I noticed I was on that lower level of frequency. There was lots of stuff going on with my soul. I felt uneasy at the moment. And so I said my little prayer, and I said, hey, hey God, can you come down and play with me? And it reminded me that God is not going to come down and lower the frequency. No. God always stays up here. Always, everywhere, all the time. Nothing but love, nothing but happiness, nothing but joy, right? So there's no way that God's coming down. No. I have to bring myself up. So I have to make sure, I had to ask myself, okay, Queen, what is it that you have to do to get yourself back on that happy place? What do you have to do? Because going back out there and talking to that fool, that ain't going to get it, Marshall. It's not going to get it. So I had to say, I had to look at myself in the mirror and tell myself, you are just Jack.com. And there is nobody in this world better than you. You have nothing but love for your fellow, what did that one lady tell me? Your fellow flawed man. You have nothing but peace. You have nothing but the joy of the Lord in your spirit. Start dancing if you have to. And so I had to, slowly but surely, I was working my way up to my happy place. And I went back out there and I started twirling around. And that fool, I swear, at that point, that fool was nothing but a memory. It was nothing but a memory. And he kept throwing his little digs, but at that point, I had already found my happy place again. And there was nothing and nobody, there was nothing in this world that was going to take me off of my happy place, off of my happy disc. Because when it comes to it, it's either me or you. And I'm always going to win. I'm sorry. I'm in control of my life. And if I have to walk away, then I'll walk away. And I'll go find somebody else to talk to, somebody else who thinks that, who's worth my time and my energy and my patience. Hey, Kay Shaw. Hey, Lisa Walker. Hey, girl, hey. Preach it, Queen. Preach it. Goosebumps. Ashley Lauren Clyde. Hey, girl, hey. This is why I adore you. Such good stuff. Oh, okay. Thank you. Well, I'll keep going. Thank you. If you guys get some value from this, tag a team member. Give a little like, You can give hearts here on Facebook Live. Rodriguez Angie. Yes, Rodriguez Angie. Yes. So anywho, I'm always in charge. I'm always in charge. You're always in charge. You're in charge. We're in charge of our own happiness. You know, people, here's the thing. People, you are such a hottie and you speak the truth. Oh, stop it. You always know the right thing to say just when you need to hear it. I don't think I know the right thing to say. I think that we show up at the right place at the right time. I think we take action by going on to Facebook Live and listening to people who are going to motivate us and feed our spirit. You know, I like to listen to Ray Higdon's Facebook Lives all the time. It's motivating for me. So, and my point is, we have two options. One, we can sit and do nothing, or we can do things that are not going to, you know, that are going to really waste our time. Or two, we can take action, do what we need to do to make us a better person tomorrow. There's a lot of political stuff going on right now. And so you can, you know, read into it and you can feed into it and you can schedule your whole day around politics and all that stuff. But is it really making you a better person for tomorrow? For me, it's not. For me, it's not. So I choose, hey, Miss Lori Ruiz. So I choose to focus on the good stuff. I choose to focus on what's going to feed my soul, what's going to make me a better person tomorrow. Because we're in charge. We're in charge. We have to take action. Another thing is, you know, when you find what you love to do, you exactly, love you, beautiful. Oh, love you too, Patty. When you find what you love to do, it's not work. It's not work. This is not work to me. I love coming on here and doing this kind of stuff. When I do my masterminds, I love doing my masterminds. If you haven't had a mastermind session with me, why not? Let's have one. They're free. So the thing, when you love to do something, it's kind of like a surfer. Okay? I heard Abraham Hicks say this too. Random for me to hop into this, but I needed it. Thanks, old friend. You're welcome, Chelsea York. It's great to see you, girl. I hope you're doing well. Abraham Hicks said, you never see a surfer go look at the waves and say, now I have to go catch a wave. No! No! And a surfer gets a surfboard and it takes action. It goes out there and it swims and it starts kicking and paddling. Diane Hockman teaches us, kick, 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 paddle, 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 till you get to that next wave. And when the surfer has to take action, it doesn't say, oh, well, I have to swim and go catch that wave. No, it's excited. They say, hang loose, bro. They go out there, they catch it. And when you catch the wave, you ride that wave, right? That wave of happiness. You're at a good spot, whether it's your business, your work, you're doing great, catch it to shore, and then the wave stops, you get back on your surfboard, and what happens? You get back into action, you kick, 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 paddle, 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 till that next wave comes. I don't see the problem there. Be a surfer. We should all be surfers. I would love one, Jack. Kay Shaw, message me, girl. Marie Hart, love your masterminds, always motivating. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we have to just find what we love to do, stay in that zone that we have, that zone where we don't even worry about the world around us, because quite frankly, I always tell people, this is my world. This is my world. Everybody else is just living in it, you know, and people ask me, well, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? What do you think about this? And I look at them and I say, I don't think about that. That stuff doesn't cross my mind. That hogwash, that BS, that doesn't cross my mind. No, no, no. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about what's going to get us to that next level, especially for our businesses. Especially for our businesses. You know, right now on Facebook, I need one of these sessions, Jack. Well, message me, Kate Hanley Ginger. We'll have a little mastermind session. Oh shoot, I was going to say something. No, I totally forgot. What was I talking about? Dang it. See, I lose track. And I just Facebook. Right now, Facebook is cracking down on people who are running their businesses. So it's very important. They're locking people up left and right. They're locking people up into Facebook jail left and right. So it's very important to not be that spammer in the groups to not spam your Facebook wall. Just give value. Give value. I don't see what the problem is giving value to the community, giving value to your fellow man. Teach. Wahoo, I can't wait. Thanks. You're welcome. You're welcome. Go out there and give value, because the way the algorithms are going now, if they see, there's certain keywords. So certain network marketing companies, certain businesses, certain keywords are on the terror watch, I guess. They're in the red zone. They're in the red zone. Hello, Tammy Duarte. Ashley Lauren Clyde. Don't worry about the world you live in until you live in it. Ashley Lauren Clyde, it's my world. I make all the rules. Oops, sorry for the angry faces. That was my 1-year-old. Oh, it's okay. So be careful when you're giving out your external links. Be careful what you're putting on your wall, because your timeline, and what you're putting on other people's timeline, and what you're putting in the groups, because they'll lock you up in Facebook jail, and that's not fun. It's not fun to be in. Well, I don't know about being in Facebook jail, because I've never been. I follow the rules. I follow the rules in Facebook. And that's the thing. Facebook, I don't own Facebook, so I have to follow the rules. Instagram, I don't own Instagram, so I have to follow the rules. Now, I don't own this world, but this is my world that I live in, so I make the rules. If I don't want to hang out with this person, I'm not going to hang out with them. And there are many times I'll tell Sam, girl, please don't invite that person. My soul just cannot take it right now. Rachel Davis, from one network marketer and positive thinker to another, love following you. Well, thank you, Rachel Davis. Thank you. Maisha Roberts, my first time sitting in. I'm really enjoying your motivation and tips. Oh, thank you. Well, I try my best. I try to speak from my source, from that powerful thing, being, it, that lives inside of us. I always say mine is a big black woman just screaming to get out, And once I let her out, there's really no stopping her. And sometimes people will come to me and they'll give me, hi love, hi Carrie. They'll give me their little excuses on why they can't do something, and I have to tell that black girl, don't you dare. Don't you tell them off, because the black girl, that big black woman inside of me, wants to just get people and say, listen, that is the lamest excuse I've ever heard. Get off your butt, go do something. There are people out there waiting for you, but I can't say that. So I just, these days, when people give me a lame excuse, I just say, okay. And I turn the page and I find the next person. I was taught by Diane Hockman, find the people who are looking for you. Find the people who are looking for you. Hello, Tammy B. Craft. Someone told me recently, I've seen the people that follow you. I've seen the people that follow you, and you have them brainwashed. I said, well, let me tell you, the people that follow me who are brainwashed probably talk as much crap about you because we think that you're brainwashed too. So to each his own. It's the yin and the yang thing. Some people, everybody thinks that they're the good guy. Everyone thinks they're the good guy. So you have your good people, you have your bad people. It's yin and yang. Nikki Lent, love your positive vibes. Thanks for the encouragement today. You're welcome, Nikki Lent. You're welcome. So don't worry about other people, and when they say that you're brainwashed, and when they say you're living in a fantasy land, because they told Walt Disney he was brainwashed. They told Tina Turner, that she was brainwashed. They told Lucille Ball. All the greats were told that they were brainwashed, that they were crazy, that they'll never make it. No. You be different. You find what makes, like I tell people, I had to find what made me JustJack.com. And every day I'm finding something new, something to love about JustJack.com, something that makes JustJack.com JustJack.com. There has never been one, and there will never be another one. Find that. Find what makes you, and do that. And people are going to tell you that you can't. You just tell them, go away. Get away from me. Go away, fat boy. Get away from me. I don't want anything to, unless it's positive and going to uplift me and encourage me, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Because I think my biggest fear, if I have one, my biggest fear is that I'll be mediocre. And Lord knows that I don't want to be mediocre. I never, ever want to be mediocre. Hey, Jade Smith, we are all originals. Yeah, and that's what's so great about the people that follow me, is because you attract exactly who you are. And I follow some amazing leaders. I'm friends. You guys, I'm friends with some amazing leaders. Good morning, Miracles. Good morning. I'm friends with amazing leaders. And so I know that we're all in the same boat. You know, we're all in the same boat. They're all talking crap about us. They're talking crap about the entrepreneur. And I was talking to my friend, she's a makeup artist, and she said entrepreneurs talk as much crap as the people who work their day jobs. So I guess it's a little bit of a balance. I guess it's a balance, but the way I see things, no, at this point, there's no stopping me. There is no stopping me. You can talk about me all you want to. You can say I'm brainwashed, that I'm living in a fantasy land. Hey, Sally Pacheco, Roxanne Landry. Hey, girl, hey. You can say what you want. And I always say, what people say about me is none of my business. You know, call me what you want, just don't call me collect. So, anywho, that's my rant for today. Find that zone. Find that happy place. Stay on that disc. Stay on that disc. And when some small person, some small-minded person comes and flicks you off the disc, you know, it's okay to fall down. It's okay to fall down to a lower disc. Get up. Get up. Look sickening. And let them eat it, like Latrice Royale says. Entrepreneur is French for go-between. Oh, is it really? Is that what entrepreneur is? Hi, Jack. It's Jigsaw. Jigsaw. Hey, girl. What do they call? Why do they call you Jigsaw? Are you a little puzzle? Well, thank God. You're amazing. Thank you, Lorraine Hacking. So I have mastermind calls to do today, and I have trainings to do today. And one thing before I leave, we just had a new moon. 4th of July, we just had a new moon. New moon means new beginnings. So work on that business plan. Go tweak stuff if you need to. Be the leader that you know that you are. Let that big black woman that lives inside of you, let her out. Let her shine. Let her shine. Shine like the sun. Hey, sweetheart. Hey, Carrie Lee. Surround yourself with supporters. Unfriend those who don't. Yeah, I learned at a young age to find your dream killers and run from them. Hi, Jack. New beginnings. That's right, Allie. You'd ever seen Saw? I'm a killer.
Hello.
Oh no. Please don't kill me. I'm not ready to go into the next realm yet. I'm not ready to join the force. I still have a lot. I have a lot more work to do before I go, girl. New moon on Monday, 80s song. Well, it's a new moon. And unfriend those who don't. Yeah. Sometimes, and this is the thing with Facebook too. People tell me, well, my followers won't like that. Well, my followers won't. Well, find you some new followers. It's harvest time. Weed out the flock. Get rid of all the weeds. Get rid of all the dream killers. At this point, seriously, and this is to all the people watching on Facebook too. Any tiny hint of negativity, I'm unfollowing. I don't want it. I'm unfollowing. Honestly, like I said, when it comes to me or you, I have to win. So I can't have any, especially now, these days, there's no room for error. Me and Miss Flowers, we were talking about it. There is no room for error. When I'm on. I cannot have any distractions. You cannot have any distractions. If there's any tiny bit of negativity, coming on your Facebook, especially if you're like me, you run your business through Facebook. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. I promise you, Amber Voigt told me this. When one person leaves your life, 10 people come and fill their place. That's the truth, Ruth. That is definitely the truth. So many people, I had to get rid of them. You got to get rid of them. And people think, oh, I know you. That's not who you are. You claim to be this person. No, I don't claim to be anything. You don't know me. I don't even know my own self. You don't even know your own self. How can you possibly know who I am? Please go somewhere with your hogwash. Must run, sugar. Thanks for the positive way to be. You're welcome. You're welcome. So if you got some value from this, let me know on Facebook. You are a flower in the snow. I'm a daisy. Just kidding. Can I shout out to Debbie Sharpie? She, my sister here visiting. Hello, Debbie Sharpie. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Bloom. That's right. I'm a wildwood flower. I really am. Like Dolly Parton says, wildwood flowers don't care where they grow. You know, I'm a gypsy. I'm a gypsy. So, if you got some value, let me know on Facebook. Tag your teammates, tag your friends, send them over, send them my way. Find that happy place, stay in that zone, get into the groove, do what you need to do, put on a pair of high heels, put on some lipstick, a little blush, a little bronzer, be happy. Lots of love to all you guys. Thank you for joining in, and I will see you later. Bye, Felicia.